Like I said, we don't like spitters around here, so now it's time for you to swallow like a good girl. He's gonna realize that he wasn't encouraging him that whole time, and that he just heard what he wanted to hear. I mean, I knew it was coming this whole time, and it still fucking hit. Oh my god. This is in the running for one of my favorite episodes of My Hero. Across everything. I love seeing him try to hold it together. The rain masks the tears. Like, my gut reaction, I want to say this is a top 10 episode of the series, but there's a lot of really good episodes in the main one, but I don't know, maybe this is a top 10 episode. I damn near cried watching My Hero Academia this week. I got you in the title. Did I cry? No, but did I borderline cry? Yes. I knew it was coming this whole time. I mean, if you watched the main show, you knew the Mike and Aizawa, they don't have a happy reunion with their homie, because their homie's body was stolen by that bitch and turned into a monstrosity, an abomination. And to see the scene and just, fuck, man. When it initially happened, I wasn't sure if he was imagining it or if truly it was there. For a brief moment, I was so caught up in the action, I didn't think much of it, right? But I mean, yeah, things fell on him pretty much right away. The fact that he thought the microphone was active, he's like, you got it, bro, I believe in you. For him, coming out of that scene, I think what really hits, whether or not you saw it coming because you've seen the main show, or you're fresh into My Hero, you didn't see it coming, right? It was so clear, right? It was such a clear voice, and to see his homie body like that, and for him to realize, because for him it's just like I just heard him talk, like he probably got a broken leg, right? Like, it's not going to be a big deal, and everyone processes the grief differently. I mean, Beth's girl's silent as can be. Mike's trying to keep a smile because someone needs to have an element of happiness in this horrifying scene, but it's just the pain and how they directed it. Like, the action was incredible. This is going to be a very short video just because I just wanted to get my thoughts out on this emotion, but the action was great. It was probably the best we've seen in Vigilantes, but it's, dare I say, a top 10 episode of My Hero. And I feel almost guilty saying that because thinking about the number of top 10 worthy episodes, like, it's like when you're trying to craft a top 10 anime list and you know there's 20 that you really want to cram into that top 10. That's how it feels thinking about those 10 out of 10 My Hero episodes. But I would be a fucking false fan if I didn't claim what they did with Aizawa wasn't top 10 worthy. Now, and I say this as someone who's always put him in my top 5. Easily. I think he's one of the most interesting characters. But to see the depth, the fact that they didn't rush this moment either, it was like 3 weeks of us building into this backstory. And to see him after school go to bounty hunting, and then seeing everything that we're seeing in Vigilantes being that push for him to be a teacher. It always made sense for him to be a teacher, but it's really interesting to see what went on to get him to that point. Fullmetal Alchemist has always said it best. It's a terrible day for rain, but the rain masks the tears, and it masks and just matches their emotional state. And My Hero Vigilante Season 2, I think, deserves way more praise than it's getting, and it's kind of a shame because a lot of people aren't going to see this. A lot of people are going to skip out on this. They're like, oh, I don't want to watch a spin-off. This spin-off adds to the enjoyment tenfold to that of the main show. So if you know anyone who isn't watching Vigilantes, make sure they at least watch the last few episodes, because it is absolutely needed to get that full experience. It's kind of like, you know how we're coming back for the bonus OVA, the final episode of the main show in a little bit? It's like not watching that. You have to watch it to get the full picture, you know what I mean? Like, here's the thing, I think you should watch the full show anyway, because it's actually really great. But yeah, like, it's still weird to me the more I think about it, because when we got to the reveal, when they interrogated the, I forget his name, I'm drawing a blank, but who ends up taking over and they made their friend into that abomination, I thought it was a very emotional thing because you care about Mike and Aizawa at that point, so seeing them heartbroken that a former friend was turned into a monster after their death would naturally emotionally hit you. I'm not saying this doesn't add weight to it, but it is always weird that some people say without this backstory, it's not good enough. Like, if you ain't crying for Best Boy before it, you a false fan. But no, great stuff. My Hero's on a roll. You can catch my full live reaction, though, over on Patreon. Just want to do a quick YouTube video just as a little bonus. No one gives a fuck when I talk about My Hero on YouTube, unless it's the main show. So just wanted to give a brief little update because this was an amazing episode. But yes, full live reaction over on Patreon. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Fucking amazing shit this week.